folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 3. Last time on Baldur's Gate 3, we rescued Marina from Auntie Ethel, who turned out to be a hag. And now, finally, it is time to begin the journey to Moonrise Towers, where we supposedly will find out what the hell is going on with this cult. The problem is, Halton has warned us that the entire region around Moonrise Towers is cursed. And while the quickest route is through the mountain pass near the Githyanki Crash, the safest route supposedly is a secret passage through the Underdark. First time the Underdark has ever been the safest place to be. Amity has heard stories. It sounds like a troubling place, but it does sound safer than the Shadow Curse. So that's where we're going. We are going to Moonrise Towers via the Underdark, hopefully. Before we do that, we've got a few things to address. For one thing, we met a monster hunter who was hunting Astarion. Probably best to let him know about that, given that he's on our side.
I'd like some time to talk.
Need something?
I met a monster hunter in the swamp. He was looking for you.
What? Who? What happened?
He wanted to capture you and bring you back to Baldur's Gate.
Back to Baldur's Gate. Back to Cazador. There's no other reason he'd want me alive.
But would a monster hunter work for a vampire?
They may have no idea who they're working for. Cazador likely paid someone to pay someone to call in a favor. And here we are. He doesn't do simple plans. Not if he has a complex one that pits a dozen enemies against each other. No. This hunter is a message. Cazador's letting me know that even out here, he can get to me. He wants me back.
For you, why not just kill you?
Maybe he wants to make an example of me, to show what happens to runaways. Or maybe he thinks death is too good for me.
Like, actually, would Amity... She's naive enough to say, you're safe with me. She'd want to reassure him, but... I mean, she grew up on the streets of Baldur's Gate. She's not that naive. It sounds like he won't let you go easily. Should I be concerned?
Concerned? Do you know the power Vampire Lord possesses? He can change shape, turn into mist, call walls to do his bidding, shrug off blows like they're nothing. He could walk into our camp tonight and kill you with his bare hands. And you'd be lucky if death was the worst thing that happened to you.
Right. You suggest?
First, we have to... I don't know. Well, if we kill his lackeys, he'll just send more. We just have to be vigilant, keep our wits about us, and kill any monster hunters on sight. We can probably make an exception for Will. Probably.
Tell me, what do you think is waiting for us at Moonrise Towers?
Who knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours. But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk.
And we need to tell Sin that we found out that Kaga was involved with Shadow Druids.
You wish to speak?
Oh, we don't have an option to do that. Oh, let's ask him about... What about this secret stronghold in the Underdark? You must know more.
Precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found.
Aradim was convinced there was a hidden entrance in the Temple of Selûne. I'd start there.
And you're faring well at camp, I hope.
With such stimulating company? Never better.
This shadow curse you spoke of surely can't be that bad.
It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise, but the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better.
So the Temple of Selûne is still crawling with goblins. They're in disarray, but there's still a problem. We did find another way to the Underdark at the Zentrim hideout, and it looks like the Zentrim were clearing out of there. That should be a fairly easy way, and then we can find our way from there, hopefully. What do we bring with us? We've had a Stadion in the party for a little while.
Yes?
You in my party, will you travel with us?
I would, but you have so many friends already.
You can trade places with Will.
Excellent. Now that that's settled, lead on.
I feel like in the Underdark, subterfuge and stealth will serve well. Heads this party of Astarion and Shadowheart, and then lae'zel for the just because we will probably need some level of brute strength, and she is very good at brute strength. 7 more hit points and uncanny dodge. Use your lightning quick reflexes to protect yourself. When an attack hits you, you only take half the usual damage. That is actually really strong. Oh, he levels up again because it's been so long since we had him in the party. He was okay. Skills. Ooh, he gets proficiency in more stuff. So action and persuasion would be good, but except he's not the one doing the talking. So perception and acrobatics. Yeah. Proficiency and yeah, that was profession. Acrobatics. That'd be kind of useful. Perception would definitely be useful. Which is a really, really good item. A Knife of the Undermountain King. Reduces the number he needs to roll a crit. And yeah, probably want the archery gloves.
Can't give up now. Can't slow down.
hate swamps. The place reeks. Probably full of bloodsuckers as well.
Shadowheart, you wound me.
Shadowheart, you do know we've left the swamp, right? We're not currently there. Yeah, well. Oh, before I forget, Long Strider for a stallion.
We have to spend so long poking about down here.
Long ride down.
I'd much rather be
The
outside
Underdark.
with the sun on my
A dangerous place to stock goods.
You've
even for
only
a
just
Zent.
come to tolerate sun and you're already nostalgic. If you're going to complain the whole way, by all means, return topside. You could use the color.
Here we are. It's Amity's first time in the Underdark. He knows the stories of how dangerous this place is, but she wasn't quite prepared for how pretty it is. Look at these crystals. And yeah. Got a good haul of supplies. Let's check in with the companions.
The infamous Underdark. Don't worry of the dangers you can see. Worry of the dangers you can't.
With you watching my back, lae'zel, I think I'll be fine.
The Underdark. As if we didn't face enough dangers back up on the surface.
You know, for all the time I've spent lurking in the shadows, I've never ventured into the Underdark before. Hardly a luxurious setting, but it definitely has its upsides for a vampire. Or its undersides, because it's... you know what I mean.
It's quite so.
Anything of use?
Some treasures. Ooh, potatoes.
Careful, I'm behind.
Yeah, gold rings, jewels, blah, blah, blah. Potatoes. That's the real treasure.
A crooked touch. Let's move.
Let's unlock.
Traps. How considerate.
Let's disarm. It's very good at that. What was that? Kind of stuttered there for a moment. Did y'all see that? Did that make it into the recording?
So, you and lae'zel. Seems tense.
Please don't remind me. But keep your guard up with her.
No.
Best get going.
Amity's still holding out hope that one of these days, lae'zel and Shadowheart will get along.
Moving ahead.
Try to. least pretend to try to. Oh.
God, what's happening?
Watch your back.
We want earthquakes to be happening here on this, quite frankly, unsturdy looking platform.
Would you believe I've never been with a Githyanki?
If you cease your frivolous ways, keep your mouth closed, and learn to obey, perhaps we can attempt it.
Oh, no. I think I will leave that honor to our esteemed friend.
Hey, you're missing out, buddy.
Have to keep going.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Tread lightly.
Amity would say that out loud.
Hardly a challenge.
A lot of lock picking.
Is that blood? No, never mind. I'll take that. Breathe deep and move. These fungal spores are everywhere.
That voice. What was that?
They're coming. They're coming.
No. Someone's coming. And someone else wants us to know.
They are coming. You are coming.
There's a big fella down there. Oh.
Breathe quiet. Move with care.
Let's have some fun.
Yeah, it looks like Minotaur's patrolling. Let's see if we can ambush him.
With every breath, a purpose.
Actually,
Keep your blade close.
didn't pause quite at the pan. Outside normal range. Close. And we get. Oh, there we go. Ooh, nice. And
Just like sometimes.
and sneak back up to the shadows.
Better boots.
Amity can. What do we want to do? It's Ray of Sickness, the Minotaur. Oh. Oh, con save. Dang, they've got a high con, huh? 21. There's no way. Yeah, that's not enough chance. Yeah, let's try. Oh.
To an idiot, God.
Yeah, just enough from that roll to actually get the hit. Nice.
Every breath, a purpose.
And finally, we're in actual combat. I was wondering when it was gonna... When that was gonna happen. Oh! A trap! Oh, and there goes that. Not that we need it. A little bit in... Oh, she doesn't... I forgot to short rest after that fight with Ethel. She doesn't have any of her dice. Oh well.
I can't afford to fail. I don't think we need blindness. I think that's a bit overkill. Guiding bolt, perhaps? Yeah, guiding bolt. Oh, and Astarion is not in combat. So he can creep up a bit closer and do another sneak attack.
Let's have a little fun.
Swift and lethal. Blood comes easy these days.
Okay. 16 hit points. That'll be easy enough to deal with. That one's the bigger threat. But I need to deal with that one first.
Need to act fast.
Amity can... Whew, that probably won't be enough. Let's see. Actually,
Strike.
let's have Astarion. No.
No choice but to keep going.
Let's have
Time to strike.
lae'zel.
No time to waste.
Oof. Oh well. That's fine. Jump up there, give him a good whack. No. Hit him. Nice.
Time to kill.
And Astarion is he hiding? I can't tell if he's not, is he?
On the hunt.
So let's hide. And let's get just a little closer. And closer still. Nice.
Outmaneuver them.
Come on, can't stay idle.
Hang on, reckless roar. I can keep that on. And Alright. That's...
I
I guess I just want to,
pipe down.
can't get close enough to insult him. Or use that. Or shoot him. Anything that Amity can do from here to boost her allies in a way that is actually useful. Looks like no, not at the moment.
Let's finish this.
Ah, it was worth a try.
Take heed. I see a trap.
lae'zel can jump pretty impressive distance. Arrow. Sid. And let's do a normal arrow.
Time for a cut. Over here. Ready or not?
Right, and... enough to be able to sneak attack.
The subtle.
And hide again.
Can't even catch my breath.
Look here.
Think you can take me on?
Like a summer's day, thou art sweating.
Give up.
It's just Sacred Flame. And probably don't want everyone all bunched up like that. Why is the Minotaur not moving? Not that I'm complaining. Race. And... so, Brace, spend 6 meter of your movement speed. For the rest of your turn, roll range damage twice and use the highest result. Oh.
Can you feel death's cold grip?
Might be able to finish him off. Yeah.
Light on my feet.
You fight well, but you're so efficient. Why not have a little fun?
Fun? I fight to win, not to make spectacles.
What a waste.
It's been a long day. Better stop to rest soon. Just a brief respite.
Take a little breather. And we've
Could be useful.
a burlap sack. Yeah. Various interesting mushrooms. Some gold and amulet of the unworthy. Grants resistance to slashing damage, but vulnerability to bludgeoning damage. Once part of the Girdle of Blades, this buckle was torn off and fashioned into an amulet that can be worn by creatures of all sizes. Interesting. Now we need to... Phase Spider?
broken bones. Must have fallen.
When we fought the spider matriarch under the town, we threw one of them down that hole. This is down that hole. Oh, wow, this place is beautiful.
Careful, lae'zel. It's dark around here. Would be a terrible shame to lose you forever.
Yes. Do keep your wits, Shadowheart. Should a dagger suddenly slice your neck, we may never know who's to blame.
Girls, stop fighting. It's getting quite tiresome. We're on the same side here.
What are those?
What's that?
Okay, lesson learned. Don't breathe in those spores. And we are looking for... So health instead... Secret tunnel under the Temple of Selûne. And that was south of Joaquin's Rest, which is where we came in. So we should be heading south. Another Minotaur. Fighting us. He's going up here to okay, so maybe we don't approach the Temple of Selûne from the front. Maybe, just maybe, we want to find a different way. So it's not actually the Temple of Selûne that we need anyway. It's the, what do you call it? The, Fortress of Shar that's down here. But supposedly there was...
Huh? That wasn't a bullet, was it?
Oh. Oh dear. Now that is a problem, potentially. The Lunite Journal. I can't sleep without the moon and stars.
Goblins are such vile little parasites.
Given your own nature, are you really the one to judge?
If you finish being rude, I was trying to read this book. I can't sleep without the moon and stars. As a child, I prayed to them before I ever knew Selûne's name. Is that blasphemy? When I walk the battlements, the only light I see is the glow of their eyes out there, waiting. I know the High Initiate is making a plan. He'll get us out of this. We're making a stand. Moon Maiden Fair, lend us your light to guide us home in the dark of night. To keep us on the path of right, ever burning, ever... The last line of the prayer succumbs to blurring, as if stained by something wet. Damn. I've heard of war between Selûnites and Sharans here. This must be the remnants thereof. Journal of High Initiate Jaros. It always felt vainglorious to think of my deeds as worthy of a personal journal. But as I watch the drow mass outside our gate, I realize my arrogance is already of a far costlier sort. I see no harm in tipping the scales a little further. Not for me, but for those who followed me down into the dark. They deserve to be remembered. Initiate Norn Remis, lost in the deep tunnels as we fell back from the drow. Initiate Thulk of the Northern Wastes, grazed by an arrow and succumbed to poison. Initiate Brecca, who stood against a Dryder with only her mason's hammer. And initiates, they are the entire company, for they have suffered too much to be called novices. We've collapsed the tunnel behind, and have made ready to open the gate. Perhaps we can carve a path through, and if not, I enclose a list of names. Let the annals show that whatever their end, the cause was the same. One High Initiate Jarus wished to stamp his name in the history of his church. He sought to forge a path through the darkness, not realizing there are some places the light was never meant to touch. He was a fool. As much as Amity loves a historical, first-hand historical account,
We are not welcome here. This much is clear.
as much as Amity loves a first-hand historical account, not too keen on how that fellow was blaming himself for. Maybe he's right. Maybe it was his fault. But might not be.
No sweethearts, no. I prefer them savory.
This is what I get for trying to strike up conversation.
I really wish the banter didn't get muted if you had the inventory open, because you missed the first line there. Oh well. Let's see if
Let's prowl gently.
if Astarion can go invisible
A quick rummage.
and sneak up. Oof. This is risky. In the extreme.
What fun.
That is just enough. Just enough, come on. Just enough. And we need to... Oh, that is connected to those. So I think it's safe to assume...
Won't know what bit him. Ready or not? What is it?
Never a dull moment.
Okay,
Time to press ahead.
there's our way in.
What's inside?
Song. That's got a relic that, oh, what's his name? The mercenary we ran into. He has Aradin, his band. We're looking for something called the Night Song. Fascinating that such a seemingly valuable object has proven so difficult to track down. Indeed, treasure hunters all over the realm have traveled to the Sword Coast with one goal in mind, to find the Night Song. Yet, each by each, they failed, indicating dead ends, rebuffs, or disappearing altogether. My latest inquiry was with a half-orc named Grayli, who insisted he'd come as close as possible to the relic as one may go without forfeiting his or her life. He indicated that the object is not, as most reports indicate, in the Selûnite fort adjacent to the river Chianthar. It is in fact held in an old Sharan fortress somewhere in the environs of Moonrise Towers. However, Grayley reports that some kind of potent shadow prevents one from approaching where this fortress might be. Very interesting. We don't terribly need this relic, but whatever it is, if we find it, could be useful. And I think we are going to explore this Selûnite outpost and the rest of the Underdark in the next episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Click the like button if you liked the video, or click the dislike button if you didn't. If you want to see more videos, go ahead and subscribe. Y'all have a great day, and I will see you next time.